I just finished watching season 2 of The Punisher, and in the same week, Netflix announced that it was cancelled. Can you believe that? What a surprise! Also, Eminem tweeting The Punisher. Let's review season 2 of The Punisher and talk about all this other stuff. Hi guys, welcome back to Interracial Reviews. In today's episode, we're gonna be reviewing season 2 of The Punisher, a Netflix series that just recently got cancelled. What a surprise, right? We knew that was gonna happen. But anyway, we're gonna go talk about that at the end of the video. This is gonna be a light review. This is gonna be a spoiler alert review, okay? First, let's talk about Billy Russo, aka Jigsaw. In this season, he finally revealed as the comic book villain Jigsaw. They did it pretty good because he touching a lot in mental illness, which is a topic that is very relevant in today's America, okay? It starts with him not remembering. Throughout the series, you don't know if he's really faking it or not. And it's sad. It's sad because he doesn't know what happened. It's a large portion of his life that he doesn't remember. And he starts falling in love with his therapist, which is wrong, and the therapist also fall in love with him, but he's trying to make a life with her, you know. Frank Castle met him. He's so confused. That's when you for real know that he doesn't know, and he's so sad because he doesn't know why a brother, because the last memory that he has of Frank Castle is being a brother in arms. He feels confused, he's betrayed. So it was pretty sad. The name Jigsaw perfectly fit him because he's trying to put all the pieces together with his mask, you know, like a jigsaw. And he doesn't even want to hurt Frank Castle because for him, he just want to find out why he hates him, why Frank Castle hates Billy Russo so much. So it's very sad. He just want to find out. And Billy Russo really wanted to start a new life based on the amnesia, you know. He doesn't remember the bad thing that he did. So he really wanted to start a new life with the therapist. And at the end, Billy Russo died a sad death, because he died an innocent man. In his brain, in his memory, in his mind, in his point of view, Frank Castle was his friend. He left him. The last time he saw him was his friend. And now he's just trying to kill him. So, very sad that he called his friend, fellow veterans, Curtis, and tried to seek some help, you know, because he's bleeding. And what Curtis does, rightfully done, is called Frank Castle. On his Punisher ways, he just shot him, and that's it. Very sad. So, very well done character, Billy Russo. Now let's talk about the other character called Amy. Amy is pretty much the sidekick of the Punisher. It's a young girl who's street smart and kind of innocent too. She doesn't know everything, but what she does, she help out Frank Castle a lot. When Frank Castle has some doubts or he seems lost, she come in right away and help him out, playing cards, you know, distracting his mind, trying to make him see another point of view. Also, she got a bunch of funny quotes, especially in the motel scene, and I'm gonna quote it right here. When she starts seeing Frank Castle going berserk, you know, she's like, oh, what's the new crazy? You know, what's up? She accept that Frank Castle is messed up. Yeah, she get in a lot of trouble, but at the end she helped out a lot Frank Castle. I really like the character. We're gonna go to Curtis. Curtis was in the first season, you know, as the veteran who lost his leg, a friend of Frank Castle. In this one, he has a lot more to do. It's the one leg crusader. I don't know. That's what I call him. He does a lot. He helped him out. He's really psychic with the sniper and all the stuff, and also trying to keep him centered. He's the one who at the end understood that the only way to stop this was the Punisher way. At the end of the day, he's the one who called the Punisher and tell him where Billy Russo is. So, all right, let's talk about Madani, which is the FBI agent or CIA agent who was in the first season. In this season, she starts being very, very obsessed with making sure Billy Russo pays for all his crimes. She doesn't believe at all that Billy Russo has amnesia. She was so obsessed with making sure Billy Russo paid for his crimes that she even went all the way to the therapist, Billy Russo's girlfriend by that time, and throw her out the window in self-defense. And then Billy Russo pretty much almost killed her. And that scene, I really thought she was dead. That was a shocker. But guess what? She's the one who pretty much got Billy Russo by shooting him so many times, and he was pretty much disabled and bleeding to death, and the Punisher finished him up. So now I also want to talk about how both girls, the therapist and Madani, were both criticizing each other's side when both sides were the same. What I mean by that is that the therapist was obsessed with Billy Russo being with her, being the good guy of her story. In Madani's story, the Punisher was the good guy, the hero of her story. So, but both characters, Billy Russo and the Punisher, Frank Castle, they both are flawed. So it's funny how they both criticize their own boyfriends, let's put it that way, and they were in the same boat. Now let's talk about the Punisher, the character played by John Burton. He played this character flawlessly, okay? In this movie, he started trying to make a new life. You know, he really does. But like one of the quotes in the movie, he's too good of a person not to get involved. Yeah, he just saw somebody who was, you know, in danger, and he just got himself involved in that, and then the other thing, and then the other thing. So that's the perfect way to portray the Punisher character. He's a good guy at the end of the day, even though he's not a hero, he's an anti-hero, but he just wanted to make his life, but hey, life got in the way, and he just can't see bad stuff happen. So he explained very well, when he wants to beat someone else, that's when people get hurt. Exactly. He feels like a duty to right things who were wrong. So that's a perfect portrayal of the Punisher character. I love it. The Punisher was so cocky mid-season that he went to find Billy Russo. Guess what? He got played. He got beat the crap out of it. And he even went suicidal. Again, dealing with mental issues, which is one of the big topics of season 2. He went suicidal. He didn't find a reason to leave, you know, and that's when his friend, especially Amy, went to the hospital and pretty much dragged him out. That was so cool, you know. We all go through those stuff, you know, and even the Punisher and heroes. So finally, the last episode ends with the Punisher shooting at everybody, doing the iconic pose made famous by that iconic comic book cover. Alright, so that covered the characters. And I want to talk about 3 things that I was wondering. First of all, how did Billy Russo survive so many shots? Bleeding for at least a whole day, night and day. Okay. It's a will, like willpower. I don't know. That was kind of stretching it a little bit. You know, he doesn't have any superpower. So, also, there was a scene when the Pilgrim got their girl, and they were in the basement or the parking lot. The Pilgrim had the chance to shoot the Punisher. Frank Castle was not armed at all, and he was running after the car where the Pilgrim had the kid. So why didn't he just shoot him? Like, I don't know. All right, guys, that's the end of the review. Specifically the review of the characters of the season 2 of the Punisher. Now let's talk about the Netflix canceling Punisher and Jessica Jones. With Jessica Jones still gonna have season 3 released. I already had a video of Netflix canceling Daredevil. Okay, so if you guys are interested about my opinion on that, go watch it. Again, we knew it was gonna happen, so I'm not gonna elaborate more on that. So at least we got them. So now let's talk about the tweets between Eminem, Marshall Mathers, and John Burton. So once Eminem, which is, I didn't know he watched that, and apparently nobody suspected that, the Punisher, this is Marshall Mathers, he says, "Dear Netflix, regarding your cancellation of the Punisher, you are blowing it. Sincerely, Marshall." I guess I can see that. I guess I can see Eminem's being a fan of the Punisher specifically. The funny thing that happened is that John Bertel replied to that, kind of. John Bertel, which is the guy who played the Punisher, he reposted Marshall Mathers' Eminem tweet saying, "Dear Eminem," or DMM, "honor you watch, brother. You are the king." Isn't that super cool? Yeah. So two tough guys, you know, different business and changing, you know, love. All right, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment. I got some announcement. I'm in the middle of making a horror movie. We right now are in pre-production. These are storyboards about the movie. It's gonna be a horror movie. It's gonna take a while. It's probably gonna be released in summer. I apologize if I haven't posted recently. Finally, we're gonna go ahead and mention the new subscribers like we always do. We appreciate all the support, all new subscribers, and we're always gonna go ahead and mention your name. This week, new subscriber is Snowflake. Thank you so much, Snowflake. I appreciate it. I appreciate you subscribing for that and supporting our channel. It means the world to us. So thank you so much. So yeah, that's about it, guys. If you like this video, please, it means the world to us if you guys like, share, and hit the subscribe button. See you. Cancel. Also, Marshall Mathers and what's his name? Let's take a look at the review of this. Let's review the Punisher season 2 and talk about all this new.